What's up guys, it's your boy August BTC back again with another video. Today I will be walking you through something pretty interesting, how I will be taking profits live or how much money we can close or realize live today on the channel. And yeah, so it'll be the first of many. I'll be doing this more often as well. Once we get to a particular threshold, the percentage, I close profits and show you how I reload the portfolio transparently. Okay, so let's quickly get into it, guys. First things first, let's look at the price action of Bitcoin. We're still in the bear market. As I mentioned, we are below the 200-day moving average. Very strong resistance at this level here, which is about 82k. If we can break above this level and sustain a move up, we'll definitely enter a bull market. According to analysts, we should bottom out by the end of the year, so close to September, October or earlier, and then a generational bull run should start up again. So I'm positioning myself. The good thing is, we have a very strong support at this blue box level, so I'm hoping that we can hold this level. We have been consolidating, and if you look at this thing in the past year, guys, we've had a nice support here. We bounced back here at 59k before in February, right? And then we consolidated, and then we ripped all the way back up. So I'm expecting the same movement here. So we should be consolidating here for another month or so, and then hopefully go back up. So I'm trying to catch every profit or every move from here, making money regardless of where Bitcoin goes, whether up, whether down, whether sideways. As an options trader, I need to capture each and every profit that I can. As you guys know, guys, the goal on this channel is to be transparent, is to bring the account from where I started, which is $1,000, all the way to $10,000, which is about 164,000 Rand, transparently on the channel. I trade Bitcoin and Ethereum. So let's have a look at Ethereum as well. Ethereum is basically doing the same movement as Bitcoin. It's very oversold. It's been beaten down badly, but again, it's finding this nice level of support. Hopefully it can continue to consolidate and then bounce back up. So here's the current portfolio, guys. So the day change for the portfolio, let me quickly collapse this to make it a little bit easier to read. So the quick account summary, we up on the day. This is a price action of Bitcoin compared to yesterday. Not really up, just up $10, 0.39%. But the total P&L of the account, which is open positions that I have here, we are in a little bit of a loss, which is about, minus 10%. So we're losing about $269. The good news, which I'm happy with, is theta, right? Each and every theta's value is increasing. As I told you guys, I want to get this thing to $9, $10, $20, $100 is the ultimate goal. So as each day goes by, this theta value goes up, which is beautiful. So currently, this is the premium that I've received for all the short positions that I have open. And this is how much I've captured so far, which is about 25%, which isn't bad. So today, guys, I want to show you how I actually close profits and how much money we can make, right? Or how much money we can realize, because everything that you see here, guys, is unrealized. Until it's closed, all of this here is unrealized. So this is a realized tab, as you can see. There's no trades closed for the week as of yet that I've logged into the account. So this is basically paper gains and paper losses, right? For the account summary was still basically, pretty flat, right? Still down $1,300 for the month. Which is about, we're still renting about 44,600 Rand. So we're down 22,000 Rand. So still pretty flat, but the account isn't experiencing too much volatility. This is primarily because of theta and because I'm also selling options and receiving premium, which is great, right? So let's quickly go back into the portfolio and show you the positions that I have, and maybe we can close some good positions for a gain. So let's quickly have a look at the positions that are in profit. So the goal here, guys, is to close the positions that are in profit at 50% gain. Okay, that's the goal. Every time that any position goes to 50%, I close. Why? Because it's easier to capture the first 50% of profit, but the last 50%, it's very difficult, right? You get exposed to volatility, you get exposed to crashes. So it's better to be safe than sorry, and I've had to learn that the hard way. Sometimes most people want to wait for, you want this number to go to 100%, but you can do that if you want to, but you're risking your account to, I mean, the thing is with selling options, right? The closer you get to expiry, because for these positions to reach fully 100%, either the price of Bitcoin, because these are the short calls, the price of Bitcoin has to tank tremendously, or we have to get extremely close to expiry, right? And as we get close to expiry, gamma increases drastically and my maintenance margin is going to increase as well. So I don't want to, put my account to that level of risk. Okay, so the goal is to close these positions at 50%, but because we're not there yet, I just wanted to show you guys how much money I can actually close for today and be fully transparent on the channel. Ideally, I would have waited a little bit longer to get to 50%, but it's okay for the purposes of the video. Let me close the profit, right? And we're getting a little bit more profit here, which is about 2,200 Rand, which is not bad at all. So this is a dashboard, right, guys? You will see as I close these positions, it's going to be realized here and it's going to show up on the trade history as well, okay? So let me walk you through step by step on how much money we can lock in, right, live on the channel. So for me to do that, I need to go to the exchange itself, which is Deribit. Okay, let me quickly highlight. So this is what I want to close. The short call at 70k and then 71, and then I want to close this one as well because it's close to 50%. This one is still pretty far, so I'll leave that for now. All right, so let's quickly go. So this is the options chain, right? This is basically the platform that I'm trading options there. So this is the positions that I have for Bitcoin, and I want to close these two positions here, 70k and 71. So to do that, I need to go to the actual positions here. So this is the one at 70k. Let's first close this one here. Let's close this one here. It's at 44%, close to 50%. So basically I'll be locking about $40. If I go to the dashboard, $40 is how much I'll be locking in. So let's quickly do that. So to close a position, this is a sell position, right? So to close it, I need to buy back the position. So I need to buy to close. So I select the amount and then I buy the position back, create order. All right, you should have heard maybe a ka-ching sound. I'm not too sure if you guys heard it on your side, but I've officially bought the position to close and I've realized $40. So what I like to do is, because I've closed, before I close this other position, I need to reopen another position. Okay, so let's see here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reopen another position to bring in money into the account. Okay, so before I do that, I want to show you guys. So as you would have seen, 71k is gone, as you can see, guys. So the 71k position is gone, and I've reduced the premium also, right? And I've locked in an amount. So I've locked in about $40 live on the channel, which is about 600 Rand, which I locked in today. So today I literally made 600 Rand. So if you go to the history, you would have seen it here. $40 has been realized. So I bought to close, bought to close 0.1 Bitcoin. This is the fees, and then I locked in $40. All right. So let's quickly close the second position, but before I do it, because I want to balance out, okay, let's just go ahead and do it actually. So let's see. So I'm going to close this position as well, right, which is 70k, 0.1. I'm going to lock in this $46, right? So normally I was supposed to make $107, but I'm going to lock in $46 on this position, right? So let's quickly go ahead and do that. I'm going to click on this, and then let's see, I'm going to buy to close, create order. There we go. That's done. Right. So let's see how much profit we've locked in. So you see all the short calls are gone now, right? It's only short puts left. So the premium also decreased. So that means I've locked in about $84, and that is, let's see, 1,300 Rand that I've locked in today. Great. All right. So now let's continue. We're going to also close this Ethereum position at 2,000. Let's see, where's Ethereum? So it's close to 50%. So we're going to close this position as well. So it's actually two contracts. So we're going to buy to close both of them. So buy to close both of the two contracts. Buy, create order. There we go. I love this ka-ching sound, if you guys can hear it, of course. So that has been done, guys. So basically we've locked in. Let's see, as you can see here, let me go to dollars. So this was on 500, but then it decreased because we still stand to make this amount of premium, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, right? And we up a little bit, $15. But how much have we realized? So we realized about $116 in profit. And remember, guys, the total here was about 132, 135, right? But we've locked in about $116 in profit, which is about, close to 2,000 Rand. There's still some money left on the table, which is about 200 Rand, right? So, but I won't close this position here for now, right? Because it's not close to 50%. So there you have it, guys. This is literally how I do it live on the channel, how I close some profits. But I'm not just going to leave these positions as is. Let me bring a little bit more premium. If I go to the history, you will see here I bought to close 70K. I locked in $43. I bought to close. I locked in $40. This is for Bitcoin. And if I go to Ethereum, load, you see here I bought to close $2,000 strike Ethereum, and I locked in $31. All right, so this is basically how it is, guys, live transparently on the channel. We've just made today $116, which is about, roughly 2,000 Rand if we round off. Okay, which is beautiful. So now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring in a little bit more premium, because this premium that I stand to make in the next 36 days is a little, it's a little, right? So I want to bring in more premium into the account, because now I stand to make about just 4,000 Rand in the next 36 days, but I want to bring in more premium. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to the options chain, right? I want to sell more Bitcoin premium. I want to sell more Bitcoin, and then I want to sell more Ethereum to bring in a little bit more premium, right? So as you would have seen here, guys, my maintenance margin has increased a little bit as well, right? So we close to 50%, and here initial margin increase as well, and we don't really like that, because the portfolio is a little bit too delta positive. It's close to 1. So I like to hedge the position, because when you sell short calls against what I have here, you hedge in your position, and that's how you bring it down the maintenance margin. I don't really want to get into it because it's a little bit technical. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reopen new positions. Let's go to Bitcoin. Still 31 days to expiry. I'm going to sell to open a short call, right? So I'm going to sell this one at 69, right? Sell one contract, sell 0.1, and you'll see how much money I'll bring into the account. There we go. I sold 0.1, and I brought in about, let's see, how much did I bring? You see how this thing increased? Those are 200, it's at 300 now. Let's see, 69. So I'm brought in about $78. If I go to the history, it should reflect. Where's Bitcoin? Here it is right here. Sell to open. I brought in about $78. And I'm going to do the same thing again. I like to sell at least 2, and I want to bring in about $100 here. Here's the bid. So I'm going to click here, sell one contract, sell. There we go. So I should have brought in about $100, right? About $100. So I sell 68 and 69. If I go quickly to the dashboard, there we go, $100 and $78. These are the 2 new positions that I opened, and you should have seen it here. There we go, $100 and 78. So again, we're very close to the $500. So let me top it up by setting another Ethereum contract. Let's see if we go to the dashboard, go to the options chain, Ethereum. Let's see here, where's ETH? So I want to sell ETH at 1.9, right? So I'm going to bring in, if I sell 2 contracts, I'm going to bring in 2 times this amount here. Let's do that. Let's do 2 contracts. So ETH, let's sell. There we go. Now what I've done, guys, I've reduced my maintenance margin, right? So it's down back to 35, below 40, below 50, which is great. And I've brought in about $500 into the account, which is about, again, $8,000. So I can literally rinse and repeat this, guys. And what I just have to wait, I have to wait for those positions that I opened to go back again to close to 50%, and then I'll close again. So if I go to the history, you'll see for Ethereum, I have, let me load this. Right, there we go. So I sold to open 2 contracts for Ethereum. This is the fees that I paid, and then I locked in 66. Well, I brought in $66 worth of premium into the account. So here's the new account, guys. This is basically how I did it live on the channel. I'm going to leave this position still decay and get close to 50%. So that's basically what I did, guys. So each time that a position gets to 50% or close, I close a position and I roll it down just to bring in a little bit more premium into the account. So far it's looking good. I still stand to make about 8,000 Rand in the next 36 days. And so far I've collected 254 Rand, which is about 3%, very small because I locked in some profits. So here you have it, guys. That's how I locked in profits live on the channel. And all of that basically goes into the account equity and it grows the account. And I've literally just made 116. These are these positions that I've closed: $40, $43, $31, and I've locked in about $116. It's about 1,900 Rand. So if you guys like the content, I wanted to do something a little bit different to show you how I open and close positions. And there you have it, guys. So feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel. If you have any questions, guys, I'll be doing more of this and showing you guys how I can get to $10,000 live on the channel, which is about 164,000 Rand transparently. All right, so I'll see you guys on the next one.